Y'all ever wanted to find a way to distill on the grain or on the fruit and just dump your sludge and everything in the bottom of your mash tun right in your pot without burning it? Because you're going to burn with turkey burner, you're going to burn with heating element. But thanks to my buddy Andrew at North Georgia Still Co., he gave us this idea. Check this shit out. This is awesome. This is killer. It's crazy and it's easy to do. All right, so we're gonna fill this one full of water and fill this one full of slop. We're going to bring this water to a boil. We're gonna pipe it in from here into here. And then the heat from the steam from this water pot will distill the slop without burning the slop. So you could run your sloppy ass wine at the bottom of your mash barrels without having to hand strain them. Just dump it all in here. Fill this full of water. Stop. This is what we got. This is what we come up with. We're gonna call this a steam wand or steam injection. Shove her inside. Put it in me. Yeah. Look at that. Now, later on, we could do this out of thicker, better pipe. This is just a prototype. We just want to see how it runs. You know what I'm saying? Well, let's put some sludge in this sumbitch and some water in this other one and see what happens. Ever been poor, wanted to run on the grain? This got alcohol in it, but I don't feel like running it through a strainer and a cheesecloth and get covered in this shit head to toe. Let's put it in here, and we're gonna put it in that one. And we're gonna run it with steam. Piss her out. It pissed all over the floor. Regardless.
You know what you owed your pit bull, though?
I'm gonna fill this keg up. That keg's full of water. It's got a heating element running to the wall. Right there. And we're gonna put a column over here, the condenser.
So that was steam one down there. Yeah.
Yeah, motherfucker. That's my buddy Wes. We're about to fuck shit up. So, we're dripping. We started dripping at 125. It's at 140. It's at 140 degrees now. Oh, it's starting to be headsy now. The first few drips didn't smell like heads at all. But we're going well, how many gallons do you think we put in here?
12, 11.
11?
11 or 12.
So we're going to throw out about 500 milliliters and then we'll smell her, see what's up. This is crazy though, man. We're getting alcohol out of all that nasty shit and we ain't even got to fucking strain it. You guys go check out North Georgia Still Co. They're the reason why we come up with this. We watched one of their videos and then we was like, man, we're going to try that shit ourselves. Badass, Andrew. Appreciate you, bro. Taste it. It's coming out 100 proof. It's crazy how this is, man. This is crazy as hell. This shit tastes so smooth and delectable and soft and delicious. That mash was only at 1020 when it finished. It wouldn't go no further. So it's low proof mash. And I just wanted to strip all that shit so I could add to the clear that was on top. So I could get a second run of this rum. But this is awesome. This is gonna add, we're gonna take this alcohol and add to a mash that I've got of the same, but it ain't so thick. So it's a way of not wasting alcohol. You know what I mean? You're pulling all the good out of it. It's insane. I can't believe we haven't done this before. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, shout out to North Georgia Still Co, man. Those guys are fucking awesome. Andrew, this is genius. Steam wand, you know, this is a steam engine, basically. After doing the the sludge from my pumpkins, which was kind of low gravity. You know, it didn't finish all the way. I went ahead and filled it full of sludge from another run because I always got bottom of the barrels. You know, they're always, you know, 5-10 gallons of sludgy shit in the bottom of these barrels. And sometimes I just throw it out just because I don't feel like straining it. But sometimes I sit there for hours running it through brew bags, squeezing it out, and then I run it on a smaller still. But I don't show a lot of that. You know, that's the shitty side of distilling. Um, but now, instead of even, I'm just gonna scoop it into damn kegs and run it off that way. And I'm gonna be honest, man. Like, just try this. I couldn't really tell much of a difference in the flavor. So I know everyone's like on the grain, on the grain, on the grain, which is cool. The coolest part about for me being on the grain is I don't know, man. That smells pretty fucking good. It's just throwing it out, you know. I let it sit overnight. All right. I don't know if it's better. I don't know. It might be better. I don't know. I don't. Paw is a different animal. You know what I'm saying? It tastes like paw, but paw only tastes like paw. And everyone's like, it tastes like this and it tastes like that. To me, it tastes like its own distinct fruit, regardless. People are always trying to compare it to banana and pineapple. It does smell like pineapple when you're mashing, when you're tearing it up. Now it has its own smell. It don't smell like pineapple any longer. And it smells tropical though. It's like fucking Ohio's tropical fruit. Uh, but anyways, man, that's fucking amazing. So I did an actual run, and I got actual proof. Instead of coming out at 100, like it was with the pumpkin mash, this run was coming out at 130, and that's awesome. And it might have. That's probably what it was coming out of my still. It might have been at 140 when I did the original pawpaw on my copper still. So it's 10 proof less, but I'm not running a thumper. You know what I'm saying? And when running like this, your pot essentially becomes a thumper. And the pot of water is pretty much considered your pot. So, I mean, you're thumping, and you can hear it. It's like thump, 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 thumping the whole time. You know what I mean? This is crazy. This is awesome. Um, this is what I'm going to do with my sludge from now on. And, you know, I might blend some of it and just be like, all right, that's a barrel sludge. And eventually get to running it and just dump it, and it might be something great. This is great. I got fucking 6 jars of liquor that I would normally have not gotten. 6 extra jars. So, if you're bootlegging, you're throwing out. Imagine how many fucking bootleggers just toss out so much liquor or spend so much time squeezing it shit out of it, and then they don't have enough to complete a full run. In this case, you can put as much sludge in there as you want. You could put 5 gallons in that keg because that keg ain't in a pot. It's a thumper. You know what I'm saying? You can't overfill it. If you overfill it, then you'll get into trouble. That's the thing to keep in mind. You want to keep your pot of water about 3/4 of the way full, and you want to keep your still about a little under 3/4 of the way full. So anything from, I'd say, 0 to uh, 12 gallons, man. You know what I mean? You don't want. I wouldn't put more than 12 gallons in the fucking secondary. Uh, just because the water's going to leave this one and go into this one, and then I mean, worst case scenario, you puke. Now I wouldn't run a thumper. I would just use this to strip liquor out of fucking sludge. And when I say strip, I don't mean to strip to rerun, even though that's what I'm doing with that pumpkin shit. I needed some liquor to add to because I'm gonna make a pumpkin bourbon. But what I'm saying is like you just strip the liquor out of the sludge, and This case, this is drinkable. This is good shit. It had a drinkable proof. It's not tailsy. It's crazy. I fucking love this. This is killer. I love playing with new stuff. This is the first time I've been excited in a while. I've kind of been like grinding, building the same shit every day. Every day, it gets monotonous, and is that what you would call it? I don't know. I just get tired of it. Um, and it's always cool when something new comes along that kind of get me excited, and get me fucking in another direction, because I need shit like that, because I'm derpy derps. But anyways, man, yeah, give a shout out to Andrew at North Georgia Still Co. for bringing this idea to light to a lot of us. I know this has been around for a long time, but to explain it the way he did, so that we see what it actually is, and that it's possible. Like, the minute I seen it, I was like, oh fuck, I could build one of them, and I did. I had one built in 10 fucking minutes. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's pretty fucking cool. You need two kegs, one welded keg, basically. Yeah, one welded keg, and the new design that I'm gonna make, like, I'm gonna take this. Problem that I run into is when I was done running, I had to disconnect. I had this just hanging off the one, because if you disconnect this one, you're gonna get your goop all over the place. So, what I want to do is I'm gonna put a tri fitting right here, so that this is two pieces, and in the future, so that I could move one keg, take it out, dump the sludge out of it, because it's nothing left. It's sludge. It's just backset, pulp, and nasty shit. And then you can leave this connected. If I'm sure you know, most of you, but if you leave this connected when you're finished and you turn your heat off, all that sludge is going to backtrack to your water keg. Uh, and that's another thing, is you want to disconnect this from your water keg as soon as you're done running, or at least, turn your heat off, count the fucking 20, and then do it, so you don't get burnt with steam. But anyways, be careful if you do this. But it's fucking awesome. So, I also want to give a shout out to my buddy Wes, who you seen in the video earlier. This was his idea. He brought that video to me of Andrew doing it, and he was like, check this out, we ought to try this. Wes is an awesome guy. I wish he was here today to finish the video with me, but he's not. So I wanted to say that before I finish. I almost forgot to add him. Give him a shout out, because none of this would be possible without him. And we did this together, this whole thing. He was at home when I ran the second run, but he's got a big work schedule, and he can't be here all the time. And I'm not gonna wait around on him, but he will end up trying this. I'm gonna see what he thinks. Wes was my dude. They call him the Sandman. Appreciate you, Wes. That's all I got. This is cool as hell. I can't wait to do more runs. I've done 2 so far. I got so many barrels of fucking sludge that I don't want to waste. So, I mean, this keeps you from wasting anything. You get to literally utilize every drop of alcohol that's in everything you do. It's fucking killer. Thanks for watching. See y'all later.